Good morning, students. In this lecture, we will do numericals based on combustion calculations for gaseous fuels. Now, I will not be discussing the theory of this. I will be doing the numericals directly, and with the numerical, I would be explaining you the theory as to how the numerical is done. So I state with the problem. The first problem is a gas used in internal combustion engine has the following composition by volume: hydrogen 45%, methane 36%, carbon monoxide 15%, and nitrogen 4%. Find the volume of air required for the combustion of 1 meter cube of the gas. Now, what are the steps involved in this numerical? First thing, as you have done in the water chapter, you need to draw a table, and please solve the numerical in a tabular form, not in paragraph form. So the different steps I have written at the bottom. The first thing is, see the constitution or the composition is given in percentage. So first you have to convert how much constituent is present per meter cube of the fuel. Like hydrogen is 45%, so hydrogen becomes, in per meter cube of the fuel, it becomes 0.45. Methane is 36%, that means 100 parts of the fuel contains 36 parts of methane, so one part will contain 0.36. Similarly, carbon monoxide will be 0.15, nitrogen will be 0.04. Second step will be the combustion reaction. In the next column, you write down the combustion reaction involved. Like hydrogen, H2 plus half O2 gives you H2O. Like that, you write down the combustion reaction for all the constituents. Third, with the help of combustion reaction, you write down how much amount of oxygen is required for the combustion of each constituent. The fourth step, we will calculate the total amount. You have calculated oxygen for each constituent. You just add them up. You will get the total oxygen which is required for combustion. Now, if the fuel itself contains oxygen, then that is to be subtracted from the total oxygen. And after that, to calculate the minimum amount of air, you multiply whatever oxygen is there with 100 into 21, because air contains 21% oxygen by volume. Now, all these steps, they are demonstrated in the next slide. Now you can see the constituent is given in the first column. Hydrogen, it was 45%, so per meter cube it becomes 0.45 meter cube. Methane is 0.36, carbon monoxide 0.15, nitrogen is 0.04. Now we write the combustion reaction, that is H2 plus half O2 gives you H2O. Similarly, CH4 plus 2O2 gives you CO2 plus 2H2O. CO plus half O2 gives you CO2. So these are all the combustion reactions, that is when these constituents burn, how they will react with oxygen. Nitrogen does not react with oxygen under normal combustion conditions. Now how you will calculate how much oxygen is required? For that, just see the fourth column. See, 1 volume of hydrogen requires half volume of oxygen. So how much hydrogen is there? 0.45. There is a misprint here. Instead of 45, it will be 0.45. So 0.45 into half, that comes to 0.225 meter cube. So 0.225 meter cube of oxygen is required for the combustion of 0.45 meter cube of hydrogen. Similarly, methane, 1 volume of methane requires 2 volumes of oxygen. So 0.36 will require 0.36 into 2, that is 0.72 meter cube. Similarly, 1 volume of carbon monoxide requires half volume of oxygen, so that becomes 0.15 into 0.5, which is equal to 0.075 meter cube. Now we add up all these oxygens, 0.225 plus 0.72 plus 0.075, and the total oxygen required for combustion is 1.020 meter cube. So therefore, how much air? You have to calculate the minimum volume of air required for combustion. Now, if you require 21 volume, if oxygen is 21, then how much air is required? 100 meter cube of air is required, because air contains 21% oxygen by volume. So if oxygen required is 1.020 meter cube, then the total volume of air per meter cube required for the combustion will be 1.020 meter cube into 100 by 21. So this comes out to be 4.857 meter cube. So this is the minimum volume of air which is required for the combustion of the fuel of the composition which is given in the question. So I hope all of you, it is clear as to how it has to be solved. Now let us switch. Now let us come to problem number 2. A gaseous fuel has the following composition by volume: methane 20%, carbon monoxide 10%, carbon dioxide 5%, ethene 5%, propane 8%, oxygen 2%, nitrogen 50%. Now we have to calculate two things in this numerical. First is the minimum volume of air required for combustion of this fuel, and second is the percentage composition of dry flue gases. Now what are the steps involved in the solution? First, as done in problem 1, calculate total oxygen required. Now here, since the fuel also contains oxygen, that is 2%, so this is to be subtracted from the total oxygen which you obtain, and this will give us the net oxygen which is required for combustion, net oxygen which is to be supplied from the air. Now in this net oxygen, you multiply it by 100 into 21, so we will get the minimum volume of air which is required for combustion of the fuel. After that, you have to calculate the percentage composition of dry flue gases. Now what are flue gases? They are the gases which are produced by the combustion of this gaseous fuel. Now generally you can see they are hydrocarbon fuels. So after combustion, hydrocarbons, they will give out carbon dioxide and water. Now since we have to find out dry flue gases, that means we have to estimate only the amount of carbon dioxide, because water is not a dry flue gas. Now let us see how we solve this numerical. Now in first, as done earlier, first we write down all the constituents, then we write down constituents per meter cube, then we write down the combustion reaction, then we calculate the amount of oxygen which is required. I am not explaining it, you have already done it in the first numerical. So when you add the total volume of oxygen, it comes out to be 1.0 meter cube. Now since 0.02 meter cube is also present in fuel, so that is to be subtracted. So total oxygen required will be 0.98 meter cube. Now from this we can calculate the minimum volume of air that is to be supplied. So 0.98 you multiply it with 100 by 21, you will get 4.67 meter cube. Answer is given in the next slide. And this is the minimum volume of air that is to be supplied for the complete combustion of this gaseous fuel. So first part is completed. Now let us come to the second part of the question, volume of dry flue gases. Now methane burns to give carbon dioxide. One volume of methane burns to give one volume of carbon dioxide. So 0.20 will give you 0.20 meter cube of carbon dioxide. Similarly, one volume of carbon monoxide burns to give you one volume of carbon dioxide. So 0.10 into 1, carbon dioxide is 0.10 meter cube. Now carbon dioxide in fuel is 0.05 meter cube, so that we write as such. Ethene burns to give 2 volumes of carbon dioxide. So 0.05 into 2, that is 0.10 meter cube of carbon dioxide is produced. Propane burns to give 3 volumes of carbon dioxide. So 0.08 into 3, that is 0.24 meter cube of carbon dioxide is produced. So from this we can calculate the total carbon dioxide which is produced from combustion. So we add all these. 0.20 plus 0.10 plus 0.05 plus 0.10 plus 0.24, and this comes to 0.69 meter cube. So this is the total carbon dioxide which is produced by the combustion of all these constituents. Now the fuel, that is the flue gases, they will also contain nitrogen. Now where does that nitrogen come from? It is nitrogen in fuel plus the nitrogen in the air that we have supplied. So nitrogen in fuel is 0.50 plus how much air we have supplied? We have supplied 4.67 meter cube of air. 79% of that is nitrogen. So 4.67 into 79 by 100. So when we solve this, the total nitrogen supplied is 4.19 meter cube. So carbon dioxide supplied was how much? 0.69 meter cube, and nitrogen that will come out in the flue gas, that will be 4.19 meter cube, and carbon dioxide that will come out in the flue gas, that will be 0.69 meter cube. Now how you will calculate the percentage composition of dry flue gases? We will add, it is the total carbon dioxide plus total nitrogen. So 0.69 plus 4.19, that is 4.88 meter cube. Now percentage carbon dioxide will be total carbon dioxide produced upon total volume of flue gases into 100. So 0.69 upon 4.88 into 100, that is 14.139%. Similarly, percentage nitrogen will be total nitrogen produced upon total flue gases into 100. 4.19 upon 4.88 into 100, that comes out to 85.861%. So this is how we can calculate the percentage composition of dry flue gases in any gaseous fuel, that is produced by the combustion of any gaseous fuel. Now we come to the third problem. A gaseous fuel has the following composition by volume: methane 4%, carbon monoxide 26%, carbon dioxide 10%, hydrogen 10%, nitrogen 50%. If 20% excess air is supplied, calculate the volume of air supplied, total volume of air supplied, and once again the percentage composition of dry flue gases. Now let us see how we do the sum. Now once again you can calculate oxygen as you have done in problem 1 and 2. I need not repeat it. So the total volume of oxygen as calculated comes out to 0.260 meter cube. Now with the help of this you can find out how much air is to be supplied. So 0.260 into 100 by 21. So the air, minimum volume of air that is to be supplied will be 1.238 meter cube. Okay. Now we also find out simultaneously, we will also find out what will be the dry flue gases. So as done earlier, carbon dioxide produced by combustion of methane is 0.04 meter cube. By combustion of carbon dioxide produced by combustion of carbon monoxide is 0.26 meter cube. Carbon dioxide in fuel is 0.10 meter cube. So total carbon dioxide in flue gases will be, just add all these three, it is 0.40 meter cube. Now the flue gas will also contain nitrogen. So nitrogen will be the nitrogen in fuel plus nitrogen in the total air supplied. So that also we have to calculate. Let us see how we do it. Now see, we have already calculated the minimum volume of air. I told you it is 1.238 meter cube. Now here the question says that 20% excess air is supplied. So we calculate 20% of 1.238. So 1.238 into 20 by 100, that comes to 0.2476 meter cube. So this is the excess air that we are supplying. So the total air will be minimum air plus excess air. So 1.238 meter cube plus 0.2476 meter cube. So the total air comes out to be 1.4856 meter cube. Now we come to the calculation of the volume of dry flue gases. Dry flue gases will contain carbon dioxide. It will contain nitrogen. I have told you earlier how you calculate nitrogen. It is nitrogen in fuel plus nitrogen in total air plus, now there will be one more thing here. This fuel will also, this flue gases here will also contain oxygen, and that oxygen will come from the excess air. See, the oxygen of the minimum air will go in combustion, will be consumed in combustion, but whatever 20% excess air you are supplying, the oxygen of that air will not go in, that will not go in combustion, but that will come out with the flue gases. Now see, oxygen is, how much was the excess air? It was 0.2476. So 21% of that is oxygen. So we multiply into 21 by 100, that is 0.052 meter cube of oxygen will come out in the flue gas. Now how much nitrogen is there? Nitrogen is nitrogen in fuel gas plus nitrogen from total air. Total air supplied was 1.4856 into 79 by 100, and that comes out to be 1.674 meter cube. So total volume of flue gases, you add all the three. Oxygen is 0.052, carbon dioxide is 0.40 calculated earlier, and nitrogen is 1.674 meter cube. So total volume of flue gases comes out to be 2.126 meter cube. Now percentage carbon dioxide will be 0.40, that is carbon dioxide produced, divided by total volume of flue gas into 100. So 0.40 upon 2.126 into 100, that is 18.81%. Percentage oxygen is 0.052 upon 2.126 into 100, that is 2.446%. Percentage nitrogen is 1.674 upon 2.126 into 100, that is 78.74%. So this is how you can find out the percentage composition of dry flue gases. Remember one thing, when the numerical contains excess air, then oxygen will be there in the flue gas. When it does not contain excess air, then the flue gas will not contain oxygen. This is important, and this all of you should remember. So with this we finish off the numericals based on gaseous fuels, that is based on gaseous fuels, and we will also provide you some worksheet where you can practice numericals. You can also practice them from your book. And in the next lecture, I will be dealing with how to do numericals for solid fuel, how to calculate the amount of air that is to be supplied if a solid fuel is being burnt. Thank you all. Thank you very much.